Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. So today we are going to have puzzles for MHCT. Okay, so when we talk about puzzles, there are different categories of puzzles. You have linear arrangement, circular arrangement, okay, grid-based puzzles, etc., etc. So today we are going to solve some sets based on linear and circular arrangements. Okay, so good afternoon, Ayush, Gaurav, Dharni. Welcome to this class. So the examination has been delayed. Now you get more time to prepare for the examination. So practice a lot of puzzles because that is going to be uh, the major portion of the examination, right? If we talk about the reasoning section, it is full of puzzles, and this is somewhere that makes difference. That is the place where you can beat others by speed. The speed based test and other sections, uh, speed also matters, but puzzles is something which is good in number. Okay, so definitely it is not like there are certain topics you may say ki aayega nahi aayega, but this is definitely that we will come and has good weight in the examination. So make sure that you cover this thing pretty well, and hence would be able to do well in this part. Okay, so let's start with the first set. Right, so it says that there are eight people and they are sitting in a row with equidistant from each other, and four of them face north and rest face towards south. So eight people, four north and four south. Right, so that is facing both the directions. So let us first solve this set and then answer the questions. So eight people, four of them facing north and four facing south, sitting in the same line. Okay, sometimes it happens that people are on different lines, but they are on the same line. So these are the statements given to us, and you need to arrange this. So you must first think from which statement should we start. Which statement would give you the least possible number of cases? That should be the best start, because that is what matters. So eight people, and we are given three people between B and A who faces north. D sits to the right of A. B sits adjacent to H. So can someone tell where should we start from? Because that is the key point. अगर start ही गलत point से कर दोगे, so you keep making too many cases, may not get something concrete. A and D. Okay, so you mean to say that you will start with the first statement that talks about A and D. But A and D, don't you think you will get too many cases in this? If you start with A and D, you will get too many cases. Three people between B and A. Again, good way to start, but the thing is, we will not be able to get this thing. Start from C. Okay. Anshul and Dharni is saying, even Pope is saying that start from C. Okay. So if we start from C, we will have information about C, right? So one information about C is three people between H and C, that is different, but we should always look for fixed position, right? So we should look for something that gives us a fixed position. So if we know that a person is sitting at a particular position, if we can get that, okay, that helps us solve this question, right? So if you look at all the statements, only the fixed position of C is known, right? What does it say? That number of people sitting to the right of C is 3 more than the number of people sit to the left of C. Okay, now there are total 8 people. Okay, 8 people, one is C. So right of C 3 more than left of C, so left of C will be 2 people, right of C will be 5 people. Okay, that's what you will get, because that is what is giving you a fixed position. Other statements do not tell you fixed position. You will get too many cases, right? So three people between B and A. Now that could be multiple possibilities, that three people can be like B and A, we do not know any position, right? A can be on the first position, second position, so multiple possibilities. Similarly, for others also, like D is third to the right of A, we do not know the position of A. But if you start with C, you will get only two possibilities. Okay, we will get only two possibilities, and accordingly we can adjust that. Okay, so I've given you a hint that this is what you need to start with. So start with C, you will get two cases, that there are uh, right side there are 5 people, and on the left side there are 2 people of C. Okay, so let us do this. Right, let's see the, anyone done with the arrangement? I've given you the hint that start with C and then connect with others with C, right? How it is connected to others. So let's begin, right? So we will take two cases. So in case, let us, so we will take, see, it is saying number of people sit to the right of C is 3 more than the number of people sitting to the left of C, right? So C is one person and there are 7 more people. Okay, so that means 5 will be to the right and 2 will be to the left. Okay, so let us make two cases. So we do not know which direction is C facing. If C is facing north, this will be C. Okay, and 2 people on the left, 5 people on the right side. Okay, if C is facing south, this will be C. Okay, 2 people on the left, 5 people on the right. Okay, then connect C with others. Now C is connected to H. That 3 people sit between H and C. So 1, 2, 3, and this will be H. 1, 2, 3, and this will be H. Okay, and then we are given that let us try to connect H with others. That that B sits adjacent to H. So B can be here or B can be here. So B can be at these two positions in this case. 3 people between B and A. Okay. Now if we take B here, 1, 2, 3, A, and if we take B here, 1, 2, 3, A. So that is that B and A are adjacent to H and C respectively. Okay, so if we take B this side, A will be here. If we take B here, A will be here. So we will get, so let us make two cases like this, that this is A and this is B. Another case, let us put like this, B here and A here. So we will knock off the incorrect one. Okay, similarly, if you put B here, A will come here, and if you put B here, A will come here. Okay, so we'll use only these two and then remove that case which does not follow. Okay, and here it is given that A who faces towards north. So A is facing north in any case. Okay, now A is facing north. 3 people sit between D sits third to the right of A. Right, if we take A here, 1, 2, 3, this will be H. Right, so not possible. So this case is not possible. If we take A here, that is north, 1, 2, 3, this will be D. Okay, if we take this case, if we take A this side, we do not have D possible. Okay, so if we take this, then it says that D sits third to the right of A, so not possible to place D. If you take A, D will come here. Okay, so these are the two cases that we will get based on this, right? Now we have placed these many people, and then let's look at the two statements. We've completed till here. E sits third to the left of G, who does not sit at any end of the row. So G does not sit at end. So G will sit, in this case, G will sit here. G can sit anywhere out of these, and E is third to the left of G. So if we take G as south, right, third to the left is already occupied. So that means G will be north in this case and E will be this side. Okay. If we take G here, 1, 2, 3 occupied. If we take G here, 1, 2, 3 not possible. So in this case, if we put G here, we will get E here, or these two people are G and E. Okay. Then one person is left, that is F. So in this case, you will get F here, we will get F here. Three people between G and F. 1, 2, 3 F. So in this case, then it will be G and E like this. And E sits third to the left of G, so that means G will be north in this scenario and E is this side. Okay. Now we have placed all the 8 people in both the cases. Now we will look at the conditions and then try to get the directions also. G and F face opposite direction. So if you are taking G north, then F should be south. In this case also we are taking G north. Okay, and in that case F will be south. Okay, and then immediate neighbor of H face same direction. So H is this. So this will also be south in this case, and in this case also it will be south. Okay. People sitting at extreme end face opposite direction to each other. So this is south, this will be north, and this is south, this will be north. C and E face opposite directions. So this is north and E is also facing north, right? So this case gets eliminated. Right, so this gets eliminated that C and E face opposite directions. Now C is facing south, so we will have E facing north. Okay, and last we can find because there are 4 of them facing towards north. So 1, 2, 3, 4 already facing north, so this will be south. Okay, so this will complete the arrangement. All right, so Sheikh Ishar, you got the right arrangement. Equidistant means the distance between two people is same, right? So BHHF, that does not have any importance in this. No matter if they are equidistant or they are at a higher distance, it does not make any difference. So you got this arrangement? So Sheikh Ishar, I think you got it right. So the key is always in an arrangement based question, the key is to get a fixed position. Because if you start with others, you will get multiple possibilities. Okay, we started with we got just 2 cases, just because that the direction was not certain whether it is facing north or facing south. But if you started with some other statement, 3 people between B and A, then there could be multiple possibilities, right? B could be this, B could be this, B could be this, B could be this, anywhere B could be placed, right? And accordingly, A would be placed. So you will get 8 possibilities. So instead of making 8 cases, you should make 2 cases, right? That makes sense to start and solve it. Okay. All right. So this is the arrangement that we got. How many people sit to the right of F? How many people sit to the right of F? So F is facing this direction, right? So F is facing south. This will be the right side. Okay, this is the left side. So there are 2 people to the right of F. Who sits third to the left of E? So E is this one facing north, and this is the left side then. First, second, third, that is B. Four of them are alike in a certain way, and you have to find which does not belong to that group. Odd one out. H, F, B, C, G. So if we see this, whoever are mentioned in the statement, H, F, B, C, G. Okay, so these four are facing south and G is facing north. So G is the odd one out. How many people sit between A and B? So I think this should not be a question that they should ask, because this was given. I remember that that was given in the statement itself. Okay, ideally people should not ask such questions because that is given in the statement itself. Which of the following statements is or are true? Now, whenever you get these kind of questions, right, here it is still very short sentences. Even if there are long sentences, right, what you should do is see, if it says like H faces north, right? Now H faces north is incorrect. So that means that these three options are gone. Okay, because all of them talk about one, right? Now you must check only one of these two conditions. Right? Two people between D and A. Yes, two people between D and A. So only two is correct. Even if you had longer statements, here there were short statements. Even if you have longer statements, that will help, that you do not need to check the third statement. Okay. All right. So now let's do the next set. It says that there are 8 people, they are sitting in a row, and 5 of them are facing south, 3 are facing north, and they like different pizza toppings, right? Corn, onions, tomato, capsicum, olive, pineapple, pepperoni, and mushrooms. Okay, then these are the conditions given to us. Okay, so most of these would be written here. If something is missing, I'll dictate that term. So there are 8 people, 5 south and 3 north. And they like different pizza toppings. So where should we start from in this? Z and M. Okay. M and Z, that gives that they are sitting at extreme ends, fine. M and A. Four people between M and A. Yes, that could be an extension to this. Z and M at extreme ends, four people between uh, M and A. Right? So we will get two cases. We will get one case for like, first of all, we do not know which end, right? One of them could be left end, one of them would be right end. Which end is one person sitting? So obviously we will make two cases, right? One case you will take one end as M, another end as Z. And secondly, we do not know the direction they are facing. So direction, let us not worry about. Let us first try to put these two people. So always look for some positions which are already fixed, right? So M and Z we can put. Similarly, let's put Z and M like this. Okay, and now we are not given the direction of any of them. Okay, then we have that four people between M and A. So if we put M here, 1, 2, 3, 4, this person will be A. If we put M here, this person will be A. Right? Direction, don't worry about at this stage. Now, one more thing, that first thing that you should look for is fixed position. Right? If you get fixed position, that is well and good. Another factor that we must look while making the arrangement is large gap. What I mean by large gap is, let us say if I say that B is sitting second to the right of A, just giving an example. Okay, so you can say that suppose all of them are facing north. So you will say A B यहाँ हो सकता है, A B यहाँ हो सकता है, A B यहाँ हो सकता है, A B. So you will get cases, right? But if you see large gap, by large gap I mean statements like this: F sits fifth to the left of D. Okay, you will not get too many cases, isn't it? If I say F sits fifth to the left of D, fifth वाला काफी दूर बैठा होगा, right? So you will not get those many cases. So first of all, look for fixed position. If you are not able to get any fixed position, then look for other factors like large gap. This is also something that should be taken up in the beginning itself, right? So and D is not an immediate neighbor of M, right? So D is not an immediate neighbor of M. F is fifth to the left of D. So if we take, let us say, first of all, we do not know the directions. Also, let us see if we have directions given anywhere. We are not given the direction of D. So F sits fifth to the left of D. So we cannot have D here. If we put D here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Not possible, right? So we cannot put D here and F here. Okay. Now if we put, we cannot have D here because fifth person is not possible. If we put D here, fifth person not possible, we cannot put D here. So one possibility is we can put D here with facing north. Okay, so that will give F is fifth to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is F. Okay, second scenario, we cannot put D here because D is not an immediate neighbor of M. So let us start from this side. If we put D here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not possible. Okay, we cannot put D here because fifth person is not possible. We cannot put D here, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth person not possible. So in this case, we will have D here and facing south in that case. Okay, if we take D facing south, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be F in that scenario. So large gap also helps us fix people. Okay, so I place D and F. Now if it is given that uh, acha, first thing, that one more thing that is given we have not placed is these both people sitting at extreme end face south. It is saying that they are not facing north, so that means they are facing south. That we can fill because that was directly given. Okay, then we have D is an immediate neighbor of two south facing friends. So if we consider this scenario, A will face south, and in this scenario also A will face south. Okay, D sits third to the left of B. Next statement is D sits third to the left of B. So if we take this case, 1, 2, 3, this will be B, and B should be facing south. If you take B north, left is this side. In this case, 1, 2, 3, this will be B, and B will be facing north in this scenario. Okay, so we have placed B also. Now we are left with two people. That is P, P and G. Okay, D does not face south. Is it written somewhere? Okay, so we are given here D likes olive pizza, and here we are given that people who face south do not like this. Okay, so it says none of the people who face south like olive or onions or pepperoni topping pizza, right? So that means D is facing north. So this eliminates this case. So we did not fill this. Okay, so D is facing north in this case, right? So this is the case that we will get. Now we have two people, and one of them is G and one is P. G and P have to be filled. Okay, and it says one thing is given that P faces north, and P is sitting second to the right of G. Okay, we do not know the direction of G. Okay, so now we are left with, we do not know the direction of G. P we know is north. G we do not know the direction, but we are given that F faces the opposite direction to that of G. Okay, so F is opposite direction that of G. We are given that there are 3 north and 5 south. Okay, what if we take G as north? If we take G as north, then we will have G, P, so F will be south in that case, and G, P, D will be 3 north people. Okay, if we take G south, then P is north, F will also be north. Okay, again 3 people. So right now we cannot fill G and P concrete. Okay, so next let's do one thing. Let's start putting the name of pizza also. Maybe that will help us to find out those people. Okay, so D likes olive, so this is olive, Anyway, the directions of these five are fixed. Only three people are left. So none of the people who face south like olive or onions or pepperoni, right? So these are the people who face north. So olive is done. We have onion, P is onion. So that is also known. Third person will be pepperoni. Okay. But G likes mushroom pizza. Okay. So that means G faces south direction. Right. So see this thing. These three people, olive, onions, and pepperoni, they are the ones who are facing north. It is given that the people who do not face south, they like this, right? So there are three people who face north, and these three people like these three pizzas. Okay. Now olive is with D, onions is with P. So the third person should be pepperoni. Now it is given that G likes mushroom. So G is not facing north. So G is facing south. So now we will put G and P. And it is saying that P is sitting second to the right of G. Okay, so if we put G as here, we will get P here. So P is facing north, F is also facing north. Okay. Now we will put the toppings also, cheese, pepperoni, no, cheese, mushroom. Okay. P is onion. Third person is P likes onion, and the third person is pepperoni, right? So this is F is pepperoni. And then we are given that extreme ends, they do not like pineapple or capsicum, right? So pineapple and capsicum will come in these two places. Okay, pineapple and capsicum in these two places, and corn is sitting third to the right of the one who likes pineapple. Okay, so if we take pineapple, this 1 2 3 not possible, so this is pineapple. Okay, and this will be corn. Okay, corn is third to the corn is third to the right of the one who likes pineapple. So this will be pineapple, this will be corn. Okay, and then this is capsicum, and one more is left. We were given this list here, right? Tomato. So this will be tomato. Okay, are you getting this arrangement? And how many of you got this arrangement, right? Okay, so you got this, right? So this must be correct. So M, F, P, B, G, A, D, Z, and corn, pepperoni, onion, pineapple, mushroom, capsicum. So that is the correct one. Okay. So now let's answer the question. The first question is, who among the following likes tomato topping? So tomato is Z, but we are not given straightforward. Okay, so we'll have to look at the statements and answer it. So immediate left of D, that is wrong. Okay. Second to the one of right of the one who likes capsicum. And that is also incorrect. The one who sits 4 to the left of B. So that is 4 to the left of B. Among the following are facing north direction. So north direction we have F, P and D. PDF. Four of the following five are alike in a certain manner and hence form a group. You have to tell who does not belong to that group. Corn pizza. So corn pizza is M. So like pineapple pizza, pineapple is B. Then F. Then one who likes capsicum pizza, so capsicum is this. Then we have A. That is one and the same person. So these two options are one and the same person. That should have given someone else. Okay, so odd one out would be F because all others are facing south, right? All others are facing south. F is facing north. Which of the following statements is not true? B likes pineapple pizza, right? So that is true. G sits to the immediate left of B. That is also true. Both the neighbors of F face the opposite direction to each other. F both neighbors facing opposite direction. That is also true. P sits third to the right of G. Okay, so this is G and this is not third to the right. That is false. What is the position of the one who likes pepperoni pizza with respect to G? This is G and this is the person who likes pepperoni pizza. Okay, now G is facing south. So this is the right side, first, second, third to the right. Okay, let's do one more puzzle. Now this is based on circular arrangement, right? It says that there are 9 people there sitting around a circular table, 4 of them facing the center while others facing outside the center, right? So 4 facing in and 5 are facing out. Now in circular arrangement also we must look for fixed position. Okay. Now uh, if in a statement we are given all people facing in or all people facing out, so we can fix people easily. But if we are not given who all are facing in, who all are facing out, so look for statements that talk about a person with the direction also. For example, here you can start with this statement: F sits second to the right of Z, who faces inside. So we know the direction which Z is facing. So we can place Z and P and then try to build a network. So immediate left of Z is also given. So you can at least put some people and then make the arrangement. Okay, so the good thing is you just have to place these 9 people. You do not have to make any other uh, we do not have any second parameter associated with it. Have we made the arrangement? The 9 people. Okay, so let us start with this. It says that P sits second to the right of Z, who faces inside. So let us put Z here. Okay, Z is facing inside and P is sitting second to the right of Z. So this is P. We do not know the direction. Okay, R sits immediate left of Z. So this is R. There are 3 people between Y and R. So if we take R, I mean, irrespective of the direction, we are just given the number of people, right? 1, 2, 3. We could have Y here, or we could have 1, 2, 3 Y this side. So these are the two possibilities for R. Check if anything else is given about the direction of uh, R or Y. Using this statement, try to find out that the 3 people between Y and R, right? So we can have 1, 2, 3. We can have Y here, or we can have Y here. Which one shall we choose out of these two? Read the other statements and try to find out. Yes. So G and Y, both G and Y are adjacent to P. So that means we will not count it this direction. We will count it this direction. This will be Y and this will be G. Okay, so we'll put this like this. And it is also given G is facing the center. So we can put G facing center. We have to put 4 more people. Are facing the direction but opposite to Y. O and R face same direction, right? But we do not know the direction of Y. Okay, so right now we cannot fill. If we know any of the directions, then we could have filled. Now see, we are given that G sits third to the left of K. Okay, Y and K are not immediate neighbors. So if we take uh, third to the left means third position, right? So if we take K this side, then third to the left, but Y and K are not neighbors. So we will not have K this side, we will have K this side. First, second, third. This is K, and it is third to the left of K, right? So that means K is facing outside. Okay, so K is also placed. Now we are also given that one person sits between Q and M. Okay, and So Q and M will come on these two positions. Okay, Q and M is these two positions. One person is left, that is O. So O will be this person. Okay, so O is this person. These are Q and M. And Q and M, okay, K sits immediate right of M, right? So this will be M and this will be Q. Okay, got this? See, we placed K also because G was sitting third to the left of K and K is not an immediate neighbor of Y. So K will come here. K and G placed. K also placed. We are left with M, O and Q. One thing that is given that K sits immediate right of M. So this will be M facing inside, right? And we are left with O and Q, one person between Q and M. So this is M, this will be Q, and this is O. Okay, so that is done. In fact, in this case, many redundant statements are given. For example, more than one person sits between G and Q, not required. Okay, then O and M, not required, right? If you've got that one person between, so redundant statements are also present. Okay, so we have placed all these people. Now let us find the directions. We are given 4 in and 5 out. So 3 in we have already found out. Let us just now read these again and we will be able to get that. Q faces outside the center, so Q is outside. G is third, so K we already know the direction. M is also done. More than one person says G is facing the center, that is also done. Both G and Y are adjacent. O and R are facing the same direction but opposite to Y. Okay. Now O and R are facing same direction. Okay. If we take O and R, we have 4 people inside. We have already found out 3 people facing inside. So if O and R are facing inside, that will make inside people 5. If we take O and R both inside, because 3 people M, Z and G are already facing inside. If we take these two also inside, that will become 5, right? So that means O and R are facing outside. And Y is opposite, so Y is facing inside. Now we already have 4 people inside, so the remaining person P will face outside. Okay, so you will get this arrangement: M, Y, Z and G facing inside, and so Sheikh, yes, your solution is correct. Okay, M, Z, G and Y are facing inside, and rest are facing outside, and Z, G, P, Y, Q, O, M, A, R. Yes, so your arrangement is right. Y will face inside. See, if we take O and R facing inside, that means we will get 5 people facing inside. But it is given that there are 4 people who are facing inside. So that means that these two are facing outside and opposite to Y. So if they are facing out, Y must be facing inside. If Y is inside, that makes 4 people inside, and rest of all will face outside. Okay. So this is what we will get. M, Z, P and Y. How many people are seated between Y and R when counted clockwise from Y? We have to count clockwise from Y. This is the clockwise direction. Okay. So 1, 2 and 3 people. Who among the following faces outside the center? O, P, Q, all of the above. All these 3 face outside the center. Fifth to the right of O. So this is O. And if we consider to the right side, this is facing outside, so this is the right side. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, third, fourth. So that is Z. It's seventh to the left of R. Who is second, seven to the left of R? Now see, there are nine people. Okay, so instead of counting seven to the left, you can count second to the right. Okay, now if you count like this, seven to the left from this side will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Instead, find second to the right. Okay, so that will be M. So you should know if they ask you to count seventh from the left. So instead of counting seventh, you should find second to the right. That makes sense. Four of the five are alike in certain way and form a group. You have to find which is not following the pattern. So YP, ZR, KM, QO, P. So YP facing in and out. Okay, ZR facing out and sorry in. KM, OQ both are facing out and PG out, and so QO both are facing same direction. Others, one of them is facing inside, one of them is facing outside. All are neighbors, so that is not something that makes it odd one. But this thing that both are facing out makes this odd one out. Okay. Yes, if you are preparing for this year's examinations, CAT and other MBA entrance examinations, you may enroll with our course, and that includes live sessions plus recorded classes and mock tests, practice questions, books, etc. So that's for today, right? I hope you like the sets and you saw that how to approach the questions. It is all about approach in these questions, right? See, if you are given infinite time, if I give you a lot of time, so anyone would be able to solve these, right? It is about that. How do you arrange these sentences? How do you start? Like for example, in the first set, I told you that you should start with fixed position. And if you do not start with that, you will start with some other thing. You will take a bit longer. But if you try to get minimum possible cases and have some fixed position, that uh, helps you fill information faster and solve the questions in less time. Okay. So thanks for watching this video. Have a great day ahead. Goodbye.